Alright guys, so we have the new global bi-weekly update for Phantom Parade, but before we get any further, thank you for 500 subs. Next, goal 1k. Your boy doesn't usually get 1k by the end of the year. I always do, you know what I mean? So please, black flash that like button for content, and let's go, because it's a pretty stacked next couple of weeks. So, first we have the Miwa Phantom Parade feature gacha, right? So this Miwa, she's a green, character. I've got her details here. Honestly, she's nothing crazy at all. You should definitely, 1000% skip her. Unless you love Miwa so much you can't help the itch you need to summon, then I understand, but don't summon, right? So she's all over the place, right? She's an attacker, but she's not doing that good damage, and she's like a tank in that. So I'll go through it real quick. So just, skill 1, just damage with a counter state. Activated when she activates, I think it's a skill 2, and then she can increase her battle count with that, right? And the battle count just increases her, her potency of buffs and all that. So skill 2 has a counter state where, based on the battle count, it'll do just damage, and then the counter obviously does, counter damage and all that, and based on the battle count, it'll do more or less damage or whatever. Skill 3, increase battle count as well, does, some damage, crit rate increase, and then if the battle count is high or whatever, she can enter counter state again, or just do more counter damage. And as for her ult, she has attack attraction as well, which is kind of nice. Just damage, counter state, battle count. So she's getting her battle count, but as you can see, counters are never really doing anything much anyway. Okay, maybe you bar the new high Gojo. When has a counter ever been crazy? Tell me, I'm waiting. It never has, right? It's nice to have, but basing an entire unit off a counter, I don't know, right? It's nothing crazy in my opinion. So, I think she's just trying to do too much. If you like her, again, summon, but I don't know, bro. As you can see here, just damage, just multipliers and that. When simple domain, which is her counter, when it's active, she'll decrease her damage received a little bit. And again, I don't think green really needs her at all. Maybe if you have a green unit, she might be cool, but she won't even have a free summon anyway, because as you can see here, that one, there's no event out with her, right? There is this one, but that's gonna give, actually, I think it might actually give tickets. Yeah, okay, it actually will give tickets, I think. So that's out on the 13th. Yeah, I think we'll get a multi on Miwa. So if you get her, cool, but I wouldn't go beyond that, right? So besides that, also she has, a bunch of stuff here. Just, battle count, stat increases, right? So if she has 18 or above, for example, she'll get crit rate and all that. And as for here as well, same thing. And this as well, right? This is a new kind of category type buff thing, where based on the amount of Kyoto students she has on the team, she gets damage buff, right? So as you can see, 20 is 30, 3 is 40, and 4 is 50. So she's obviously going to be put with the new MECHAMARU, as you can see right here, and I don't know, a Mai or something, right? So, or a Momo. So you can build a pretty solid team, don't get me wrong, but not everyone has the Kaido characters, and none of them are really outstanding, besides probably Blue Momo anyway, right? So apart from her, there's also, Muta, MECHAMARU, who, what? He's a crazy unit, right? Not only is he a standard pool green nuker, nice to have, because he doesn't leave hollow purple. He's just a really cool character. First of all, bro, admire the artwork. If that isn't enough reason to summon, the Gurren Lagann vibes, comment down below if you've seen Gurren Lagann, is unmatched, right? In season 2 of the anime, it showed all that stuff off as well. And this dude's just so cool. He's also gonna have, he's gonna be a week after Miwa, right? So Miwa, okay, I didn't mention the dates. Miwa, okay? Sukuna was 2 days after. Kind of delayed, kind of not, whatever you want to call it, right? So it's official. It's back on Friday, right? So Friday the 13th, Miwa comes out, at least in my time zone. And for MECHAMARU, week after, right? So it's still going to be a banner a week kind of schedule. And as for MECHAMARU, he bases his whole kit off these MECHAMARU counts, right? So over here, just damage and MECHAMARU counts. Skill 2 as well does 1 MECHAMARU count, and then just damage. And then if his curse energy is past a certain limit, it refreshes all the durations of the MECHAMARU counts, which is actually really good because, you know, with like Nobara, where the nail counts like expire over time, you pop this, get your counts refreshed, they ain't going anywhere, right? Which is really nice in my opinion. Skill 3 as well does damage to, you know, enemies, which is going to be hybrid, and then you can have up to 10 counts and get 100% max damage increase, and it'll give 2 counts, and then it'll also do range damage and inflict 1, right? So, you know, again, it's doing a decent bit of damage alongside the MECHAMARU counts. And here as well, his ult, so it does 1000% range damage to all enemies, and then obviously it'll do up to 2000 with 10 counts, which is really nice. Decrease the ult count of the enemy, which is nice, but it can't be used in a domain, right? So no Shrine, Void, or Chimera Shadow Garden. Oh no, sorry, everyone but except these 3, which are like the, I guess the main 3 anyway, right? Because every other domain, don't get me wrong, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, there might be for curses. I'm trying to think who the domain characters besides, yeah, I'm pretty sure these are only 3 sorcerers with domains right now. I think, yeah, okay, I think, okay, besides that, you know, he's got some break damage increase and all that, which is nice. And here again is that little buff thing, right? So he'll get damage dealt increase based on the amount of Kyoto allies. So again, 2 allies 90%, 3 is 120, and 4 is 150. So I guess the idea is to have as many as possible, but none are really that good. And especially like with the new meta and how the new tower stages are, I don't know who you're gonna use with him. Who's green, right? I'm trying to think. Kyoto green, SR Momo maybe, and Miwa, right? Not really spoiled for options, I guess. But besides those 2 banners, we have Ghetto and Maki. A little, you know, refresher of what we had this week with the blue ones, but it's, you know, green this time. Pretty okay, I guess. Well, I wouldn't recommend summoning for them. And as for the events, we got a map event, Abandoned Village arc. We're still missing one map, you know, like one series of map events. It's like the Haunted Cursed Mall or something. It's got Panda in like some weird costume. We haven't got that on Global, so I don't know what they're waiting for, but I guess they got something planned. We got False Hero as well, which is going to be another multi for MECHAMARU. That's going to be from Miwa, I'm guessing. Legendary Realm with the SP battle with SM Kenjutsu, pretty nice, you know, 3 cubes. But they'll be probably about a multi each, just shy of a multi each. So we'll get probably like, I want to say about 7k cubes here, alongside the marathon as well. And also we're going to get Shibuya arc finally, right? So after the 13th, we're going to get this, which is very cool, right? We're going to get the new chapter. We're going to get 3k cubes unlocking because, you know, why not? Very good. And also here we have another login bonus, right? So that's pretty much all for the news, but I don't know if I'm tripping or not, but I thought JP would have got, you know, the SP boss, but oh, we got this as well, right? So yeah, so I thought we would have got the SP boss by now, right? So the SP boss and the whole like sweet battle system and all that, like hit potential, I thought we would have, but we didn't, right? So maybe the week after that's coming. I don't know when it's gonna come, but I want to guess what this goes up to the 24th. So I guess like the end of the month they'll put it out. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I was like, yeah, again, I don't know when they're gonna do it. Hopefully soon. But besides that, there's also like an auto feature they're doing. So like what we currently have with the auto repeats thing, but we can do it on domain investigation finally, bro. So you don't need to sit there and press auto on every run. You can leave it there and, you know, just, you know, carry on with your life, right? Because I won't lie, bro, I kind of don't do it every day because I get sick of, you know, pressing it every time. I know that's probably a bit of brain rot, but hey, bro, whatever. But this is very helpful, right? I didn't even know this was a thing in JP, so I'm very happy about that. June 13th as well. Let's go. But that's pretty much all for today's video. The short notice, right? The little piece of advice I'll give you is probably skip these 2. MECHAMARU is cool. If you have spare cubes, maybe if you want, go for him. I'll probably do a couple because he's really cool. Miwa, not going to touch, but that's all for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to flash that button for more content. Thank you for 500 once again. Next goal, 1k. Run it up. We can do it by the end of the year. I'll see you guys next time. Peace!